Hey guys, welcome back to another PNL show or Pablo and Leo, whatever floats your boat.
What's up, guys? We're back. Another episode.
We got some lovely topics to talk about today, don't we, Leo?
Yeah, as the end of the year approaches, I see a lot of people posting about Spotify Wrapped.
And
What's
it's been an interesting decade for most of us, I'm
for
sure.
real? What have the people you know been listening to recently?
Well, a lot of people on Instagram I noticed did a lot of rappers. Most rappers I didn't really recognize. Like I've heard their name, but I haven't really like delved into their albums or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, mostly it was rappers. And
For
then
real?
the thing I found funny is for I don't know why they call it pop rap or pop something, but it was basically mixing the rap with I'm pretty sure it was pop rap. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was a weird place to put rap into.
Pop rap.
Like I expected it to be like hip hop or just rap,
Uh-huh.
but they put it as pop rap, which was kind of strange to me.
From like on my Spotify Wrapped, I've just listened basically to one artist.
Wait, so you didn't have like it didn't tell you, oh, your what's it called? Music taste switch throughout the year or
Oh
whatever.
well, yeah, it said it had like it had indie, it had rap because like Logic and J Cole and that, and
Yeah.
I think it had a little bit of reggaeton because I guess like the music you've told me to listen to, I like listen to that shit, so I guess it counted that. But I mean, for the songs, because it tells you right there like what songs have frequently been in your rotation or something.
yeah.
It was basically all Local Natives and Homicide by Logic. That was like the only
yeah,
other
'cause
song that
I
wasn't.
remember we were trying to rap to that too.
Yeah, I remember when that shit came out. I was like blasting it every day on Spotify. But yeah, it was mainly just them. And then for my artists, it was Local Natives, Logic, J Cole, Billie Eilish, and Wallows. But I think
Wallows?
Wallows is another like indie band.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like it's more of like I didn't even really listen to any of those except Local Natives, but it has to choose at least 5 for you. So
Yeah.
my bad. So I chose that. But yeah. And you, would you have on your
Well,
your
for
shite?
me, like so I think it was either 2 or 3 years straight that I had the song "Die for You" from The Weeknd.
Holy.
Because I was like, damn, I was like, I try to remember like what kind of mood I was in during the years because I think it was from 2016 to 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's probably like 2 years. But I had The Weeknd as the artist of the decade for me. My top 5 were number 1 being Maluma, then it was Eminem, Logic, Romeo Santos, and then The Weeknd.
Damn. It's like diverse as fuck compared to mine, bro. Mine's is just one band, basically.
I had 2 Latin artists, 2 rappers, and an R&B artist.
Damn. What song did you listen to, or what band? Like how many hours? Because I know on one of the little slideshow things it told you like you've spent this amount of hours listening to this band.
Oh,
Did you see yours?
no, I didn't. I don't remember. I know I had a lot of time on Maluma, like a lot,
A lot?
because, well, when I first like found out who he was, it was because of Becky G.
Becky G.
Because
you know Becky G. I don't even know if it's true, but according to Jocelyn, she went to her high school.
oh really?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I don't know, cause well, she's really young still, so
Mm-hmm.
she's not that much older than we are.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard of her because one of my friends recommended her song "Sin Pijama."
Oh, okay.
And then that's when I started to be like, who's this girl? Like, let me check her out because I like the song. And then that's when I started listening to Mayores.
That one's weird, bro.
Why?
That song, I find it so uncomfortable. I was telling this to Yoshi because I know my mom listens to that song a
Yeah.
lot, and the lyrics I don't really remember, but I think it has to do with like cocks. I think it has to do with cocks, right? Or am I misreading that? 'Cause she's like, there's a line that she's like, "Que no me queden en la boca," or something like that. And then just
that was a
hearing
play on word.
yeah, but just hearing my mom sing that, I'm like, I don't know about that. Like I was telling you, it's just weird because it's just basically like a super sexual song, and then
Well, it can be interpreted that way.
uh,
But though when I first was listening to it, it just gave off the vibe that she liked men that were a bit more mature
Mhm.
and like older than her because they kind of like understand like respect
Okay.
and they're more proper.
Uh-huh.
So that's the way I interpret it. But when I heard that line too, I was like, oh, that's a play on like sexual, you
Yeah.
know? But that was also the second time I ever heard of Bad Bunny. Because the first time I heard him was from Enrique Iglesias. Because he had a song called El Baño, and then he was featuring him on it.
What the fuck?
And that's the first time I knew who Bad Bunny was. And then, you know, now he's fucking popular.
I only knew Bad Bunny because of that song he made with Drake.
No, that's I never even heard that song.
That's like the only song I know that like that I know that he's in. Because I know obviously he has more, but I don't know any of his other shit.
Well, I was never a huge Bad Bunny fan, but his song Vete kind of slaps for me.
Vete?
Yeah. Vete.
Well, you can understand him in that one, or what?
Yeah, I have a easier time understanding him in that one. Like he goes like pretty fast, but I could still understand what he's saying, like for the most part.
I think on my Spotify shit it said I had 15 hours listening to local natives, which
15?
I thought it was more. TBH, I thought it was gonna be like 40.
Yeah, I was like, that doesn't seem like a
something.
lot if you think about it.
But I feel like it's more like because I really don't use Spotify unless like I'm on the bus or something, or I'm taking a shower just to have music.
I use it
playing.
every day.
For real?
Yeah, every day. Like when it's not even just for music. Like I use it for podcasts too.
Mm-hmm.
So like sometimes when I'm just working on something that doesn't require me to listen, I'll have like one of my playlists playing, or like I have a podcast. So it's not always just for music.
And then I think, well, because it said the decades one, so that means that it's been tracking my shit since like 10 years ago.
Well, from the time that like you started Spotify, because like for me, I first started using it back in 2015. And that's technically the decade for me, even though that was only like 5 years almost.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just going from a decade worth of time. But in our case, we weren't on it for a decade. We were more of it like whatever time it is we were on it.
Yeah, because I literally just started listening to like consistently using Spotify like a year ago or a year and a half ago or something.
Hey, Spotify,
Fuck Apple Music. If you guys have Apple Music, switch off, bro, ASAP. What y'all doing?
Sponsor us, Spotify.
Yeah, for real, Spotify, please. But yeah, Spotify is just the best. Like I don't like Apple Music, just can't compete. All these other streaming service, and the thing is Pandora. I don't know if
I remember
correct,
using it, Pandora.
but yeah, I think Pandora was probably one of the first like music streaming.
Yeah, the only thing that
things.
sucked was you had a bunch of commercials and it was weird to manage.
Yeah,
It was more of like radio music.
yeah, and then I think you can also do. I think they ended up adding it. They ended up adding it after Spotify was already a thing, because then Spotify had Spotify Premium where you had no ads,
Yeah.
and then I think Pandora decided to do the same thing. But yeah, Pandora was just whack, and then Apple Music tried to do their shit, but like Spotify was already too ahead of the curve, so everyone
Spotify's
fucked up
amazing.
lagging it.
Well, I don't know if this is correct, but I remember when like I wanted to listen to rap songs, they would like bleep out all the curse words. So I was like, man, what the fuck?
What the fuck? For what?
Well, because like I said, it was basically like radio music.
On
So-
Pandora?
Yeah, in Pandora.
What the fuck?
I swear I remember hearing some songs where they bleep things out.
Mhm.
So I was like, damn, that kind of sucks. Like I'm trying to enjoy the song. Like let me hear fuck.
Yeah, and I mean, I know my mom uses Pandora a lot, but I told her to use Spotify more, because recently too, since they had that promotion to give you the Google Mini.
Oh
So I'm
yeah.
like, get that shit. So you can
I
get-
took advantage of that 100%.
Thank God, because it's a free speaker.
Yeah,
and
the only
like
thing that sucks is you have to have it connected.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have to have
yeah.
it connected. It's the second model where you don't have to do that. So I was like, oh, okay, that was kind of sneaky,
Yeah, I think on.
but it works fine. So like the product is good. It's just that I found that annoying.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a shitty speaker too. Like I thought it was just gonna be some half-ass like 480p sounding.
No, it's not that
bullshit,
bad.
but it's fucking good. I know on my Instagram, someone posted on their story for the Spotify Wrapped. I don't know what artist it was, but I was like, damn, because that shit was like 140 hours listening to some guy. I was like, damn. Like, you must really like that fucking person and shit to be listening that long.
Well, do you remember some of the songs that you enjoyed? Like, did it say that, oh, you put this amount of time into that certain song?
Did it tell you that? Was that one of the
Yeah, it
slides?
would be, so like for me, like I just said, for Die For You, that specific song, it said this is your song that you listen to like the most out of the year. So do you have any songs you
Oh,
remember
yeah,
that
it's
was
the
like
song.
guapa?
Yeah, it's the song "When Am I Gonna Lose You."
Oh, the one I liked?
Yeah, because I remember I just started listening to local natives too, like this year. Um, and I remember, yeah, that's the song that I listened to first from them because it was like on their number one on Spotify. And I was like, damn, this shit is good. And so I
It is
remember
good.
when I first listened to that, I played it like over and over, like a lot. And then I started listening to the rest of the album because I was like, why am I just going to listen to this one song?
Yeah, might as well.
So I know it was that one. And then I'm telling you, yeah, I think it was, I forgot what the second one was, but I know it's also Local Natives. And then third was Homicide. I don't know how many hours I listened to that shit though, but I'm pretty sure I replayed it like over like 100 times and shit.
Mine was like all over the place.
That's true.
Cause I'm trying to think of the songs, my top songs. So from the ones I can remember, I had "I Was Never There" by The Weeknd. I had "Die for You," obviously. I had "Mala Mia" from Maluma. I had "Cancioncitas de Amor" de Romeo Santos,
There you go.
and "Eres Mía." I had two.
And who's that? Who sings Eres
That's
Mía?
Romeo Santos.
Him too?
Yeah.
So you have like that for like twice on
Yeah,
your...
dude. Like I listen to him so much now, like way more than back then. Cause back then I just listened to him like briefly. Like I was like, I like this song here and there. But ever since he released Utopia, I've just been listening the shit out of him.
Is that like the name of an album?
Yeah, it's his recent album. Cause in that album he got a lot of like the old school people, like the old bachateros, and then he made songs with them.
So he put me in the album? I'm in the album, guys.
But yeah, he got a lot of the old people, or old school. Let me respect them.
Like wraps up your year, huh? And now that we're at the end of the year, they also released the fucking Black Widow trailer.
Oh yeah,
It's
dude.
coming out like early or mid next year.
I don't remember the release date, honestly. But I
the
wasn't
trailer,
like
though?
too interested in it. Like I looked at it just to see like maybe I would be entertained enough to go see it. But I don't know. Black Widow never like was that hero for me. Like I think it's cool because you know she doesn't really have any powers or anything to help her. It's just her own training. It's kind of like Captain America almost.
They're like boring to you?
Not boring, but like I think he's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not a diehard fan for him.
I feel like, honestly, I think people are gonna watch this movie or like hyped because the guy that came on the trailer that wears the red suit,
Yeah.
he plays Hopper in Stranger Things. Well, he plays like a main character in Stranger Things, and obviously Stranger Things is a popular show.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like everyone's like hyped to see him in the movie. I have to watch it because I watch like all the Marvel movies, even if they're shit, just because I want to like keep up and know what's going on. But like, yeah, watching the trailer, I wasn't.
Wait, so you watched Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
What did you think? I haven't watched it because I couldn't be bothered to try and watch it.
That shit was low key whack though.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I heard.
Just whack. Like I don't know. Like, and it's not even like that whole she's a female. I'm saying the shit because of that. It's just like it really was. It
wasn't up to your standard.
It wasn't uneventful. Yeah, like at the pace that Marvel was releasing, like the quality they were releasing their movies, I thought it was just gonna be better, but it was just like kind of anticlimactic for me. Yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't good. A lot of people liked it. Like I know when my friend, I call him King, when he watched it, I think he said he liked it. I'm not sure if it was him, but someone saying was like it was really good or whatever. So when I went and watching it, I had like high hopes, but I was like, nah, this shit is whack.
I never the Marvel movies I haven't seen is I haven't seen Thor Ragnarok.
Oh,
but
bro.
I do need to watch it because I know it's been said that it's amazing.
That one's really good. Yeah.
I haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh my god, Pablo, what you doing?
And it's on Netflix too, I know. But like I've gotten a lot of shit for that. Why haven't I heard it? I love the soundtrack though.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the Ant-Man, both movies. I haven't seen them.
Just cause? Or like is it like cause you're the interest doesn't
I wasn't really interested in Ant-Man.
Okay.
So I was just like, I'll skip out. But I think that's all the movies I haven't seen.
Honestly,
if you don't count X-Men.
Okay. Honestly, I would go as far as to say Ragnarok is better than Endgame. I said it. I'm not even kidding.
Well, I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
It's really good. And then which one? What other one did he say after Ragnarok? Which one did he say?
The Ant-Man
That one I feel
and
like
Into the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse is just really good. It's funny too, but I feel like Ant-Man, the first one, is better than the second one. When I watched the second one, I was like, it's just trash. But yeah, watch the first one. You can skip on the second one, TBH. Like, not even like super important. Well, the end credits scene is important because then it leads to like Endgame or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, like, you don't. It's just whack. I'm not even gonna lie. 6 out of 10.
I mean, like, with the recent movies that are coming out from Marvel 2, I'm not that excited. I'm only excited for Black Panther 2.
That's announced, like, officially?
No, like, actually, I don't know, but I want them to do a Black Panther 2.
Like, and obviously, I know that all the Marvel shows are coming out on fucking
Disney
on
Plus.
Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. There's like Loki. I think Loki, he's gonna have a show.
Oh, I'm down for that.
And like Winter Soldier and Falcon. I'm not watching that. And then What If? That's what it's called.
What if? Like,
Yeah.
what if they didn't beat Thanos?
Yeah.
And then Galactus just came in?
Yeah, exactly. Some shit like that. Yeah, like it's always just good. It's like scenarios, and then just what would happen. Yeah, if like this shit happened, like what would the heroes do? So I'm hoping in that show that they show more like villains or heroes from different Marvel things that you haven't seen. Like maybe Doctor Doom will come on the show, and like that someone would do him justice, not like these fucking disgusting Fantastic Four movies.
I want to see Galactus.
He would be lovely, huh?
Like, I would really like to see, but I would also be scared how they do that whole like arc.
Because he's like huge.
Yeah, like they probably would bust the what's his face, Dormammu.
Oh yeah, Dormammu was just like vomit.
Dude,
He was like a
Dormammu
cloud.
was so underwhelming. I was
For
like,
real,
where's the dude who tried to destroy Spider-Man?
That's true. I don't know about that. That's from a comic or from a movie?
No, because in the Spider-Man anime, like the old anime one that they used to put on, what was it? Disney XD, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Dormammu made an appearance there.
Oh shit!
He came out with Carnage and Venom.
And he tried to kill him.
Yeah, he was trying to. I don't remember what exactly they were trying to do, but Dormammu was there, and then Spider-Man obviously got involved.
That shit was just underwhelming.
No, not that. Dormammu and
That's
Doctor
why,
Strange.
yeah.
Yeah, he was underwhelming there. That's why I was like, where's the Dormammu that I know? The Dormammu of Marvel vs. Capcom and Spider-Man.
For real, huh? Like he was just like a cloud or something, no? Like a rainbow cloud thing.
Yeah, Dormammu, I have come to bargain.
And then he just repeats that over and over. And then what does he tell him? He's just like, basically like just leave him alone and he'll stop the time loop. Like
Yeah.
leave everyone alone. Like, what the fuck is that? Like he's almighty and he's like, nah, all right, fuck, I'll leave you alone.
He better be good. And the voice for him better be sick too. Because I think I really like Dormammu's voice in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, the game wasn't that great.
Oh yeah, no, that game was whack. Like that shit was really trash, huh? I think
Capcom.
when we were watching, one time we were watching Logan at like Yoshi's friend's house. I don't know if it was that day or a different day, but I remember everyone was fucked up watching that movie, bro. Cause like everyone was drinking like hard that day, bro. Like when we were watching it, so everyone was just slumming it like on the food's couch, like.
So they didn't really watch it at all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, I could imagine like someone who's faded watching Dormammu.
Her mom, they're gonna be like, damn.
That's a big cloud.
'Cause I remember that day we went to her friend's house to just drink. Like we just planned that ahead of time. We're like, we don't really ever drink together or something, just to have fun. And we were basically drinking like all day, all fucking day, bro. We got there like at 3, and then we didn't end up leaving till like 11.
Then you guys didn't even pregame. You just went ham, like
Yeah.
straight.
Pretty much, bro. And the thing is, we technically, because a smaller group showed up first. It was like me, Yoshi, and like 2 of her friends.
Yeah.
And we started drinking at his house. And so by the time her other friends came, we were already fucked up, bro. Like when they showed up, they're like, you guys are already fucked up, huh? We're all like, yup.
It's like you pre-gamed without us.
Yeah, pretty much. But it was because, I got fucked up like hard. That was probably one of the only times that I've ever thrown up, like being
Oh, dude,
drunk.
throwing up with drinking is never fun.
I'm not even gonna bother explaining the rules because I don't know the rules. I was gonna look that shit up, but I forgot.
For what? You played a drinking game?
Yeah, we're playing a King's Cup.
Oh, dude,
You know the game?
Yeah, I know the game.
Okay, yeah, and then well, I already forgot the rules, but point is, there's like a cup in the middle, right? And like they pour a bunch of shit in it and stuff, and
then
like
you have like the card game,
and whoever loses or whatever has to drink
the whole cup.
Yeah, that's right. And so then yeah, I remember we were playing King's Cup, and in the middle cup it had like Bud Light, Jameson. So I think that's whiskey or something.
Jameson, I think it's whiskey.
It had vodka and tequila.
Holy shit! You guys mixed everything,
and it was like a little more than half.
Someone wanted to die, like straight.
And the thing, it was like, that's why that was the one time I feel like I went over my limit because I lost, and so I had to drink it, and it was like halfway, maybe a little bit more of all that shit. So when I drank it, probably like 30 minutes later, I like threw up all over that food's sink. And I was just embarrassing because everyone was watching me throw up. And I was like, shit. That shit was gross, bro.
Well, you guys mix like a bunch of hard liquor. So it's like you were asking for that ass whooping right there.
I didn't think I was going to lose. That's why I was just like, I'm down. Just put all this stupid shit in the cup, bro.
Yeah, King's Cup is a dangerous game to play.
You play that shit too?
Yeah, I played it when, I guess it's appropriate to transition to our new topic. Of drunk stories. I'm sure people would love to hear drunk stories. So, well, I don't think this was the first time. This might have been like the second time, but yeah, we played King's Cup too. And I remember this specific because people thought I wasn't much of a drinker. I got the card that said everyone has to drink the same amount as you do. And everyone was like, Paulo doesn't drink, so this is easy. So I was like, all right, bitch. And then I started chugging my bottle. And I was like, that's right, fuck you. But I don't think I got like completely drunk that day. Or I might be mistaking something. Because, I don't drink beer anymore because I find it like disgusting. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what kind of beer it is. I just hate it. The only drinks I'll drink is whiskey. Or wine. I love wine.
Wine is fucking good.
Wine, I don't know. Wine is just so relaxing and nice to have. But you don't want to get fucked up on wine. Wine kind of gives you nasty headaches.
Well, I don't like getting fucked up. You don't got to worry about me, bro.
Yeah, I try to avoid getting fucked up now because it's just not fun. Especially from the 2 times that I've blacked out. Like, I don't want to experience that again.
Yeah, I don't consider myself like a heavy drinker. Like, I'm not one of those people that goes to a party and I'm like, let's fucking drink. Like, at this point, I feel like, I only drink wine and only when like you come over and stuff. Yeah, other than that, sometimes like if I go to like a party and they're playing like beer pong, I'd play like 1 round. That's about it because that's like all I can stand with that shit.
I just can't stand beer anymore. Like, remember when we bought beer and then we just threw that whole shit?
Oh, yeah, huh? It was like for the first podcast episode, we're like, we did it. Let's go get some.
Yeah, and I was just like, this is fucking disgusting.
This shit gross.
I was like, I should have bought some Crown Royale instead.
Yeah, that shit is good.
Yeah, for all you people who are legal to drink, I would recommend Crown Royale.
That's good.
Crown Royale is really smooth.
It really is.
And if you just want to mix it with something, you could do it with Coke. You could do it with Sprite. I don't know. I've never tried it with anything else, but those 2 drinks are pretty good.
They have other flavors too. We need to try. There's like apple.
We need to try apple.
I think there's vanilla.
I don't know about that, but I've been recommended to try the blended version, the blended XO, Crown Royale, but I haven't had the chance because it's so hard to find.
You have to buy that shit online, bro. Every liquor store that I've
it's something you have to find in certain liquor stores, and the only one that has it available from here is all the way in Pasadena.
What the fuck?
If I want to, because I've actually checked like actual liquor stores and they don't have that shit.
But you said it's blended. Like, what does that mean? Like, why is that one more special than the regular ass fucking?
I don't know. Reckless just recommended it to me.
It's good then,
Reckless is a friend I play with online.
A connoisseur, huh? When it comes to like drinking.
Yeah, he's always, because he's like, nah, you got to try the blended one because that one's fire. And I'm like, well, I'll try it when I get the chance. Or if he ever comes to LA or I go to Texas, then I'll be able to try it.
Have you ever tried or seen like the buzz balls?
What the fuck?
It literally looks like a little ball, but it's like full of alcohol. And
No, I've never had that.
I think that little ball gets you buzzed because it has like a super high percentage of alcohol in that shit. So
I've
once you
had-
drink it, you're fucked.
I've had Everclear.
The fuck is that? Oh,
It's alcohol that's supposed to have like, I think 85% alcohol. I think.
yeah.
Like just sniffing it, I was like, fuck.
That shit burns like your nose hairs and shit.
Like I took a sip. Like I didn't even take a proper shot. I took a sip of that and I was like, holy shit. I was like, damn.
Is it like vodka?
It's probably worse than vodka. It's worse than vodka, 100%. Like vodka, well, I don't fuck with vodka anymore either. Oh, it's you have to try it to understand what I mean. It's pretty bad.
Oh, but like, what is it advertised to be? Does it say like? Because obviously, if you get like Smirnoff, it says right there vodka.
Well, first of all, it's not legal here.
There you go. If it was legal here, people would be fucked up. You already know everyone would get that shit for the
everyone would
parties,
get
bruh.
it. Like you can only drink that in Washington, and that's where I had it. And it's just don't fuck with it. Don't take it lightly. It's pretty serious.
So like a shot of that,
A shot of that is pretty strong.
it'll fuck you up. Buzzy.
If you have a low tolerance.
I have a
Yeah.
low tolerance because I think it had something about drinking has to do with your weight. No, like the bigger you are, the more you can drink before you can get drunk or something.
Yeah, like you're lighter. If you're lighter or whatever, you're lightweight.
Yeah, because I know since I'm like super light and like,
Wait, do you know your shot limit?
yeah,
What's your shot
it's
limit?
like pathetic, bro.
What, it's
It's
like two?
two.
Mine's is like 4 or 5.
How much you weigh?
I haven't weighed myself in years, but I would always go to 135 and then 140 and then 130-ish. So I'm pretty sure I'm around that range maybe.
I'm
At
fucking
most I'll
light,
be like
bro.
150.
I'm fucking light, bro. I'm like 128. By the time I drink, like take 2 shots, I fucking feel that shit. So by the third one, I would be at that point that I'm like tipping over, and then if I drink a fourth, I'm dead. I'm not even like that. I'm dead.
No, like mine was like 4 or 5. 4 or
Fuck.
5. Like if I want to push it, 6.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, yeah, I'm done.
You ever like black out, like hard as fuck?
Yeah, I blacked out twice.
When, bro?
So my first drunk story. Well, this wasn't my first time I blacked out. This was more my second one. But I feel like because this one was more like hardcore.
Uh-huh.
So I was it was somebody's birthday. And I was with some people I knew from college.
Mm-hmm.
So we were doing like a bonfire.
Oh.
And somebody brought, I think, what was it? Jose Cuervo.
Oh, shit.
But
the
they
tequila.
didn't bring the gold version. They brought the brown one. I think it was the brown one.
I don't know.
Or it might have been Jameson.
It's tequila though, right?
No, it's whiskey.
Oh, okay.
It was either Jameson or Jose Cuervo, but it was one of those.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who decided to make one of the guys our bartender, quote unquote,
Uh-huh.
but he was giving us way bigger than shots. And then, because there were people that they brought that I didn't know, like this was the first time I was meeting them.
Mm-hmm.
So like I didn't really know their habits or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the people there was like challenging me to like a drinking kind of contest.
Shit.
But I didn't know this dude could handle his alcohol. So, because I was like, I'm chilling. Like, I don't really want to drink anymore. And he was like, all right, Pablo. He's like, I challenge you to a drinking. He's like, if I drink more than, if every shot I take from now on, you got to take. And I was like, I'm down.
Oh, no.
Like a dumbass that I
am.
am. And he's like, oh, you fucked up. And he instantly, because he had like a lot of alcohol in his cup. He was just like, he just looked at me, he picked up his cup, and he's like, you fucked up. And he just chugged that shit. I was like, oh.
But it had what inside?
It was alcohol.
Oh, fuck.
It was whiskey.
Oh, no.
So like I stuck to it and I started taking my shots. And then it got to a point where I started like I got tipsy, buzzed, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got to a point where I just wanted to lie down. I was just like super dizzy. And this fool kept drinking and I kept drinking.
Oh, even after you were like,
Yeah,
you
even
felt that
after,
shit?
like
Oh,
I
no,
just
no, bro.
kept going, and I was like, I'm reaching my limit. I'm about to get fucked up. And then the last thing I remember, I was on one of the towels, and then apparently they bought Domino's, but I don't even remember that. They said they tried feeding me. They sat me up, and they're trying to give me food, and I was like, I don't remember that. Like I don't remember that at all. I remember the guy who challenged me to the drinking match. He ended up helping me walk to the bathroom. Because like I couldn't walk straight.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started puking, but I don't remember what it's called, where you're just puking the liquor. you're not puking like liquid.
It has a name.
Yeah, I think it's called Slade.
Like you're literally just puking out of the vodka and all that.
Yeah, all
bullshit.
the liquor that was in me, it just.
Oh,
So it wasn't even liquid. It was just pure like
like your
stuff.
throat was like
Like
burning.
it was all
huh?
just
Oh,
That's all it
That's like
was.
gross as shit.
And it was just coming out like. It
Ooh.
was so nasty, dude. It was horrible. Like that was the first time I threw up ever with drinking.
What? Oh, okay. I thought you meant ever, like since you were born.
With
But you're
drinking,
like,
no,
ever with
yeah.
drinking?
No,
Okay.
I've thrown up many times before, but dude, that was so bad.
And like you woke up the next morning, like what the
No,
fuck happened?
I took like a nap, and then I got up, and then that's when I saw there was like food on the table, and they're like, yeah, just take the pizza. And I was like, well, free food, but at the cost of my fucking stomach
Yeah, for real.
and my throat. But yeah, it was bad. After that, we just had like our s'mores and whatever, so I felt better. But that was bad. And that's when I was like, I'm never getting fucked up again. Like if I'm drinking, it's just to like enjoy the moment, have some fun. But in terms of challenging anyone to shots,
no.
never.
Some people
You got
can
me
handle.
fucked up.
Some people can handle their shit like a lot, bro.
Dude, this
Like,
dude
I've
was
seen
getting crossfaded.
Oh hell no, bro.
Like, so he was already like taking the shots, but then like someone gave him a vape. It was either a vape or weed. I don't remember because I was drunk. And like he was taking hits, like hard hits. And I'm like, bro, you're gonna fuck yourself
die.
up. Are you sure you're gonna get up? Oh man, dude, that was a lit day, but it was so intense in terms of the drinking.
No, like I don't. I wish I had more drunk stories, just because like I feel like those are funny to have, even though in the moment when it's happening to you, you're like, "It's fucking
No,
awful."
dude, I'm never doing that again.
But yeah, like sometimes like you ever see someone, well, you saw that guy, but like you ever see someone else that you just see him pounding and pounding shit, and you just like you yourself feel like.
Like you feel it yourself.
Yeah,
like,
and you're just like you're gonna get fucked, bro.
I kind of have seen it with more of beer though.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen much people go hard on alcohol. Wait, no, I've thrown up twice when drinking because I remember I was at a bar and like I thought I was good, but then I just threw up on my hand.
Oh no.
But it wasn't even like a lot, like, but it was bad, like cause I think they got us shots of tequila and we had pregame with like I think it was vodka earlier.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we had margaritas with vodka.
But how much time before you went to the bar?
I want to say like 20 minutes maybe. 20 to a half hour.
Oh, you fucked up then, but continue.
Like it wasn't that long of a wait time. It was just those throw ups where it just came out of nowhere.
Like you feel like you're good, but like it
Yeah, and then it just goes
you're
like wapa out of nowhere. And like only like one person noticed I threw up.
And they
because
were ooh.
Like it wasn't an intense throw up. Like it was kind of small, but like it still happened. It was still kind of nasty because it was on my hand, and I had to like wipe it off. But that was like the only other time I threw up.
That's why I hate. That's why I kind of dislike when people are like when you're drinking or like taking your time and then like stop babysitting and shit, or like they're like, yeah, like drink more, and they keep handing you shit. Cause like I'm like, wait, bro.
Like
so,
I want to die.
Yeah, basically. So like by 2, I'm done. But then they like encourage you and they bring you more and shit. And I was like, hell no. Like,
I'm good.
Yeah, and then it's just like it's such a shitty feeling. Like that's why I don't really like getting drunk. Like I guess it's to be like fun or whatever. But
at most I'll get
like
buzzed.
a headache. Yeah, exactly. Because then it's like I hate it. Because anytime that I've ever like been like a little more than buzzed, I wake up the next morning with like my stomach like burning, bro.
Oh.
And I think I don't know if it's because I didn't drink enough water, because you're supposed to drink water when you're just drinking. But yeah, and then I wake up with a headache all the fucking time, like always, every time I've done it. So that's why because of all that, that's why I'm like wine is a better option.
No, I just don't like myself drunken at all anymore. Like, well, for one, I just won't shut the fuck up. I just keep talking and like saying dumb shit. And then there's the sexual side of the drunkenness that I don't like.
You're just like hitting on everybody or something, or what?
No, it's not, you know how I just said I don't shut the fuck up? Like I won't ever say it, but I'll always be thinking it.
Like if a girl's like near you or something, like
Yeah.
in your head, you're like, ah, shit.
But like I still have the conscience to control myself, if that makes sense. But I can't control myself in terms of like random conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why, like, my personal rule is never to drink one-on-one with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, never to push the limit. At most, I'll have like 1 or 2 drinks.
Oh, okay.
But other than
Smart,
that, I
huh?
don't trust myself.
What was
Not to say I'm that kind of person, when I'm not
yeah,
drunk.
yeah.
But it's just something I know. Like, I'm just like, I don't fuck with that.
What was the first memory you have of drinking something? Or what was the first thing you ever drank, if you remember?
That would be in middle school. But I didn't know it was a drink. Like, I didn't really understand what drinking was.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, someone they had someone buy the drink for them. And I didn't know what it was. A Four Loko.
Oh, shit.
That's just disgusting, dude.
like, I bet, bro.
It's like, ugh. Like, destroy my
Four
throat.
Loko, bro.
But, like, that's the first drink I tried. But I didn't know it was a drink. And then, like, I took a sip. I was like, ugh.
No, shit, girl. You thought it was like Gatorade or something?
I was just, because I was confused. I was like, why do you need someone to buy it for you? Like, what the fuck? And then, like, it was nasty.
Four Loko. I remember for me, well, like the first like drink, because obviously like I feel like when I was like in elementary, bro.
Damn, bro.
No, but it wasn't.
Savage.
It was like those things that your tío did like as a joke. Like he would like finish his
Ten
Corona.
mijo.
He would like finish his Corona, and yeah, like when there's like a super little drop, he's like, "Here, try that shit." And like I try it, and I was like, "Oh," but
Corona's disgusting.
that shit is if you drink it, come on, bro, upgrade.
Fucking piss.
Drink something else for real. And then, but the first memory I have, I remember Matthew was there with me, and then we were with like my cousin Nestor and like his brother. And I remember, I think his Nestor's older brother, my cousin's older brother, was like, "Oh, yo, let's try this shit. Let's take a shot." And I remember it was Captain Morgan, like rum.
Oh.
And then what's it called?
What's rum taste like?
Like, I don't know. I feel like, honestly, it kind of tastes like whiskey. I don't know if people hearing this would probably be like, "You're way off." Because I only tried it once, and like I completely forgot what it tastes like. But obviously, it also burns. And I didn't know that because this is my first time drinking something else that wasn't beer. And so I remember, yeah, he's like, "Fuck, let's take a shot." He took one first. And then I took one, and I was just like, oh, like immediately, like.
That's why I like Crown Royale. Like, it just feels smooth. It doesn't hurt your throat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like a small feeling of, whoa. But it goes down so smooth. You're just like, ah. Like, it's more of a relaxing liquor.
Yeah. It's like every other thing has you paranoid now. Like, you think you're going to drink it, and you're going to be like, oh, like it burns your
Because I remember
throat.
when I had you try it, you were just like, damn, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
You were just like more chill.
Yeah, because it was good, bro. Yeah, because I was honestly scared because I don't really like super hard liquor. But then, tasting that shit, I was like, this shit is smooth.
And then I think we tried it with Pepsi. Not a Pepsi, Coke, right?
Yeah, Coke.
Yeah, that one, it tasted really good too. I was like, it gave it like kind of a spice to it in a way. I don't know if that makes sense, but
like if you were to describe beer in one word, like the taste of it, what would it be?
Tap water.
Tap water, bro.
I don't know. Like, it's disgusting. Like, I don't know what it. Like,
I don't know how you can drink like a whole like 6-pack of that shit, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I
wish there was a word to describe. Like, for the longest, I'm not even kidding. Like, I always contemplate like what exactly the taste is because I don't fucking know. But that
it's
like
disgusting.
Bitter yeast.
Tastes like asshole. That's what it tastes.
Asshole, bro.
Shitty asshole.
Like, that shit is gross, bro. Like, I just don't understand.
Yeah, that's why same thing with Modelo. I'm just like, I don't fuck with that either.
They're all the same. Anyone like, everyone's gonna hate me for that shit, but it's true. Like, anyone who tells you I've drank Corona, right? And then there's always someone that's like, nah, fuck it, you're drinking the wrong shit. Modelo's better. And then someone was like,
Heineken.
Yeah, exactly. And then someone was like, Bud Light. And it's like, they all taste the same, but disgusting and shit. So it's like, you're all wrong and shit.
The only one that I was able to bear for a while was Heineken, but even after it lost its touch for me.
Yeah.
That was the only beer I was like, fuck it, I'll drink it.
Yes.
But after that, no, I'm out.
I feel like now the only, for real, huh? I feel like now the only one that I would drink, but even then, like, I just always try and stay away from beer. And it's like a pussy one is
Smirnoff?
No, it's the apple one. Angry Orchard.
I don't think I've heard of that.
Because it literally kind of just tastes like if you're drinking apple cider with like a hint of alcohol. So that's why that one I wouldn't mind because you can still taste like the beer-ish, but it's basically a little more overpowered because of the apple. So I can like stand that one. I can stand it, but anything else, like immediately I'm just like, nah, I'm straight, bro. Like I'm not drinking this shit.
Have you ever
Can't have
gone? Have you ever tried Blue Moon?
Yeah, tried it once.
What did you think of it?
It was alright.
I've never had it, but
like
I've been told like that one probably I would like.
yeah. Like I feel like those are good, like because it tasted more sweet than like yeah. I feel like any drink that tastes more like something else, like fruit or whatever the fuck it is, I prefer over like just the plain old beer, like Modelo and all that. So that's why, yeah, like that one, Blue Moon's good. Reds is good because that one has like Red's apple and all that shit.
You know, there's a drink called Pabs.
For real?
Yeah, but except it has a T at the end. So
What is it, like a whiskey or something?
No, it's a beer. I think it's a beer. But like I've saw it before. I was like, oh shit, that's me.
You like Pabs and shit?
Yeah. Well, for people that don't know, Pabs is like one of my nicknames that people call me. So that's
it's
why
like, you were
it's
like,
funny.
that's like my beer, huh? Like I made that shit.
Yeah, people like that call me Pabs. They're like, hey, look, it's your beer.
But yeah, so as the year like ends, I'm not just trying to stay away from that shit. The only thing I would drink, like limiting myself to now, is just wine. Cause that shit is
or
good.
Crown Royale.
Or that, yeah.
Because we still got to try the green apple one.
Unless like for some miracle I find like like a beer that's bomb. But as of now, I'm just staying away from that, like 100%.
Yeah, I'm just more of a social drinker now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like with wine, I could probably drink 2 bottles without like, I won't be drunk, but I'll definitely feel tipsy.
Mm-hmm.
But you know they actually have bigger bottles for wine now, for the Stella Rose,
Weren't they
the black one.
Those just were already big, no?
No, like remember how I sent you a picture?
Oh yeah, like the longer ones.
Yeah, we need to
ones.
buy that one.
Die.
Because for Stella Rose, for anyone that wants to try, because this is like basic wine. This isn't like your top end classy wine. So that's Stella Rose is more for like your beginners.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get into Stella Rose, I recommend Platinum.
Oh, that one's good.
Platinum is amazing.
Yeah, bro.
It's worth the money. And if they have a big bottle for it, then buy that one.
And I feel like I like black a lot, but
Black
because
is good.
it's a red wine, and obviously it tastes a little bit more bitter than the Platinum and all that, but it's still like sweet enough that I like it.
Yeah, but that's kind of how most red wines are, kind of like they do feel a little more bitter, but usually like the sweetness makes up for it. Like which is the one we tried, the San Antonio.
Yeah,
like that's a good example of how it's a darker red wine, but you can still feel the sweetness.
Yeah.
That one was good. Like I was kind of scared about trying that one because I was like, this one feels a little darker.
It was like a good level.
It was a good level.
It wasn't sweet, but it wasn't bitter that you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, like that bottle we tried.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that one. We tried one, and that shit was disgusting. Like bitter. But
now I want a bottle.
For real, huh?
Yeah, but I've been sober for like a while.
Yeah, me too.
I've been a good boy.
Oh no, I haven't. Well, I've taken a shot here and there, but like literally a shot. Like I don't drink.
No, I haven't had anything.
Yeah.
Like nada, nothing in my system. Just
That's
water.
Good. That's good. Good for you, huh?
No, it's just like I want to enjoy the drink with someone. Like drinking by myself is fun sometimes. Like just because sometimes I need to relieve stress.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather like enjoy the wine with someone and just have like a good conversation.
Yeah.
Which I mean, we usually
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like New Year's resolution, I just don't drink anything else except like wine and.
All right, guys. Well, for our last topic.
Yeah.
Leo, where do you? Well, I guess what are your current plans for the future?
Like where would I want to be?
Yeah, like let's say in the next 2 to 5 years. What are some things you have in mind that you hope would be amazing in the next 5 years?
Well, one thing that I know, like I've been putting off for a long time, that I've been wanting to do, but I put that shit off like hard, is music.
I kind of knew.
I know for the longest, I was always like wanting to make something, but never actually like committed a lot of time to it. Now I feel like I'm doing it more just because like I do it with Brian, and like he has all the equipment that I don't have, so it's easier. But I feel like I'd be happy to just, whether anyone likes it or not, to just release something, anything, even
like
just like a song.
Like an EP?
Yeah, exactly. Even just like 4 songs.
Oh, no wonder you got hyped when I told you I was getting into beat making.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like if you like get really into keyboarding and stuff, like obviously you can help us out with some shit or stuff like that. But yeah, just that, cause I just been wanting to do that cause passionate about it or whatever. So just to release something, anything, bro. Cause I just haven't. And
Well, you and I kind of line up in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, it's so in terms of like school and stuff, I've always wanted to be a creator of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't necessarily want to be that person who goes into like the sciences or the math. I mean, but that's hypocritical because I'm a math major.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just doing it as in like my safety net.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely want to have a career that involves me creating. I mean, this podcast is kind of an example of that
Mm-hmm.
because this is more of like an art for me that I want to share with the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what I want to do. I don't care what kind of thing, whether it be singing, music, dancing, acting,
Something
or
creatively.
YouTube. It just has to be something where I have control over whatever I create.
Mm-hmm.
That's my TED Talk.
Well, that too, yeah. Like,
Because creating, the idea of creating something that you put so much time into and then you put it out for the world and they enjoy it too.
and
I
it's
just find that
like,
amazing.
Yeah,
And
that,
it's been that sort of thing with music recently that I just want to create my own music. I mean, I drown myself in music like every day,
Mm-hmm.
trying to like understand what instruments are being played in certain songs. That's kind of why I like bachata a lot right now, because I just love guitar
Mm-hmm.
and just hearing the ding ding ding
Yeah,
ding.
those will go ham.
So yeah, I'm really pushing for something in creativity because right now I'm getting back into photography like a lot more. I just I'm trying to work with the equipment I have, but I am saving up to try and get better equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And well, like I said earlier, I'm getting into beat making
Yeah.
or just any kind of music creating in general. So I'm sort of teaching myself how to play the guitar, but it's a slow process because you have to remember the notes.
Yeah.
You have to be able to move through the notes very quickly. And the last thing would be reading music, which I feel like the hardest part is would be the flow. And because I feel like reading it, I'd probably be able to get it down. And then memorizing the notes would be easy. It's just being able to put that all together would be the hard part.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why another thing is I'd want to consistently do the podcast more. Because I remember, when you first told me the idea of like doing it, like immediately I was like, I'm down. Because I've always wanted to. Because we talk a lot anyways, like when you come over and shit. So like,
Oh,
why
yeah, we
not?
spend like hours talking.
Pretty much.
And then we just add wine and it gets even more lit.
Yeah, exactly. So, just that. Because, when we stopped doing it for a little while, I was always like, fuck. Because like, a bunch of ideas that I had at certain times that I'm like, this would be good to talk about. But now that we're doing it, just to continue to do it, like be consistent with something. So that would be nice. And whether it blows up or not, I mean, I feel like it's still just fun for me.
Oh yeah,
to just
dude.
talk, and like obviously other people enjoy it too that I know. So it's like nice. It's a nice feeling, So
I mean, I'm just excited for all these projects in the works. Because I mean, like I told you, I was trying to make music, but I was also trying to like make songs where I actually perform in the songs. But I mean, that's
like
not
sing and
like sing and then maybe rap, because rap is actually pretty not as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
Because you got to think of ideas, you got to think of a way where people can actually see that you're saying something. Because you're not. The thing about rap, if you're not saying anything, no one's really gonna care. But I mean, mumble rap kind of pushes that argument, even though it pisses me off. I want a karaoke machine.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Dude, I was looking at some karaoke machines.
It's expensive.
Yeah, they are. But there was one I had in mind because you can hear yourself more. So you would kind of be able to see how you sound when you're singing. I don't know if all karaoke machines are like that. I'm sorry if they are. I'm a noob. But I've been really wanting a karaoke machine. I don't know why.
Do karaoke machines have like built-in songs? Or how do they work?
Well, the one I was looking at, you actually can play off your phone. And the way it works, as long as the song has lyrics, the lyrics will pop up on the screen.
Yeah, but when it plays the song, would it play with the guy singing?
No.
It would just put the lyrics on screen and the beat and mute out like the singing?
Yes.
Damn.
So I was like, maybe I might buy it, but I would need space.
That would be nice to have, TBH.
But even like just to have for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, for one, I don't sing in public. Like that's more of like you have to be a real close friend to hear me sing. Because most of the time I just do basic singing. Like I don't try to vocalize. Like I'm not saying I'm the best singer either. I'm just saying like I feel like everyone's like that. Like there's a level of singing that you'll do in front of like basic friends, and then there's another you would do with like your best friend.
Yeah, like
that's
based
kind
on
of how I am.
comfortability and shit with the person.
Because that's how I am.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna see me sing and then put that track on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like at least not yet.
Yeah.
But it's just something that, yeah, like you said, you have to get comfortable with.
Why not a little music? Like collab, huh? Collab.
Be like Paulo featuring Leo.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna call it like, I don't know. That's another thing. Lyrics.
P&L band.
Drop
Lyrics
an EP.
Really hard. Lyrics is probably the hardest part, TBH.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I haven't really come up with, well, we've come up with a couple of things, but I feel like the thing I struggle with the most is coming up with lyrics, just because like I don't have that like.
Well, I think it's just because like you're not like used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't do it often. Because it's one thing to create music. Like I feel like it's easier to create a melody because there are so many ways to create a sound off instruments. So there's always room for new creation.
Yeah.
So, but in lyrics, it's like, what has someone not said that I could say? Or what
in
if someone,
different way.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's how rap is too.
Yeah, basically.
It's like, how can I create a rhyme scheme that someone else hasn't already done? And how can I bend my words more so people can be like, oh shit, that's a bar.
Yeah. And I mean, it's that. And I feel like I'm just self-conscious when it comes to like, because I've tried writing lyrics before.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like I'm more self-conscious about that than I am about like showing someone like what I made with the guitar or something. Because I feel like lyrics are also just more personal, like overall.
Well, it's also because the other like hard self-conscious part is the voice.
That too.
Because I feel like in terms of rap voice, it's not as like pressured compared to like you singing.
Yeah.
Because with singing, it's all about like your vocalizing.
Yeah.
And how you sound, like whether you can hit those notes or
and it's
whatever.
like it's noticeable when you can't, and then it's just like you feel like fuck, like shit.
But I mean, yeah, that's the struggle of creating music. That's why I was like, in terms of music, I would stick to melodies first, and then depending on, like, let's say you and I work on music together, then slowly I'd probably try singing. That was funny.
That basically wraps up
this week's podcast. But man, we had a lot to talk about this week. It got pretty personal. Hope you guys enjoy the drunk stories.
Yeah.
You learned a little bit about us.
Well, we wanted to do a little thing. What we just came up with it before recording this, of maybe recommending a movie, a show, and a song every week. Maybe it'll change because it's not like they're adding shows every day. But yeah, just in case you're stuck in a rut and you're like, fuck, what do I watch on Netflix or Hulu or whatever the case, so that you have some ideas. And we come up with...
Well, for TV show, we got Castle Rock. It's sort of like a mystery kind of show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like murder mystery.
But it's also trying to add like some horror into that shit too. But
yeah, so if you're into that kind of genre, I would recommend it. I've only seen the first episode, but I definitely need to grind it out more. It's just, I'm watching anime right now, so.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
for the movie, it follows. If you watch the first podcast ever, that like now is deleted on this Spotify channel or whatever, I mention it. It's basically just brief synopsis. Is if some person has like this thing that they can see someone that everyone else can't, and whoever that person sleeps with, they pass it to them, and that thing that's following them is out to kill them. But I think you should watch the trailer because it's kind of like a weird thing to explain, but it's really good. It's a horror movie. It came out like 3 years ago or something, but it's awesome.
It's called It Follows. Yes. We're not sponsored. We're just saying stuff that we like. Because it does sound like we're sponsored. Huh?
Yeah. And for music?
For music, the song that I would probably recommend would be Maluma Instinto Natural. Just maybe because of the... Huh?
Good beat.
Oh yeah, the beat's amazing, and then the lyrics are just nice.
Hmm.
I mean, they can be a little corny, but they're still pretty nice. And then, did you have a song?
No,
Okay, well,
but that one's good. That's good. Like I
don't
read.
worry. We'll also have music that's not Latin music.
Yeah.
So for all you people that don't listen to Latin music, I would
Yeah.
recommend you give it a shot.
Yeah.
You could always look up the lyrics online
There you go.
and enjoy it with your friends.
Yeah.
So with that being said, thank you guys for listening,
Thank
for
you very
tuning
much.
in. As always, if you're listening to this on YouTube, leave a comment, like, subscribe. On Spotify, be sure to give us a follow.
Exactly.
We have episodes weekly every Thursday, unless for some reason we push them to Friday.
Yeah.
And that's it, guys. Thank you
All
for
right.
tuning in. This
Thank
has been Pablo and Leo.
We're signing off.
See ya.